I'm going to pick a barn where they like me, then they won't throw things. It's very important.
Every day on the Woodbine backstretch, Chaplain Shawn Kennedy makes his rounds.
Are they making you work?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's good. That's all right. Yeah. Hey, this is all right. Did you guys run on anything on the weekend?
No,
nothing.
No.
That's all right.
This weekend coming up.
That's nice of you to give everybody a chance. That's good. Everybody all right? Everything's good?
Now entering his 4th year as Woodbine chaplain, Kennedy's job is simple: to help those in need.
Good stuff. Well, good deal. Well, I'm sorry to hear it, man. But it's good that she's hanging in there, right?
You gotta trust in your Lord.
Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. I want people to know is that we're not there to judge them. We're there to help them, and we'll use whatever means possible. Sometimes people aren't necessarily comfortable with a chaplain. Then we can refer them to the Employee Assistance Program, which has counselors not only in Ontario but all over Canada. And we also have an excellent AA program on the track. So it's not necessarily what the chaplaincy can do for a person, but how we can help a person in any way possible. I don't want to bug her, I just want to make sure she's doing okay.
In the backstretch, Kennedy's key asset is his street cred, and the 50-year-old Winnipeg native comes by it honestly, having spent a good portion of his life in the thoroughbred game.
Go with the flow like me?
Yeah.
Hey, look, oh, you look good there. Well, I grew up in a racing family, and my family bred and owned and trained racehorses. And there was that fateful day at one point when I was about 10 years old, and my dad said, "You know, son, your older brother's going to be a lawyer, and you probably won't. So let's go break some yearlings." And that kind of started it all for me. I trained horses for 10 years. I spent 1984 here at Greenwood in the fall. And I also rode as an amateur jockey for 10 years, but you know, the latter part of my life has been the calling to the ministry. When you've walked in a person's shoes, you know how they're going. You know what they're going through and how they're feeling and dealing with it, because you've been there. I've mucked stalls, I've walked horses, I've had horses step on my feet, I've woken up and had a bad day and not felt like going to work, and I've been there, and I still do it every morning. So for people to see me out there and doing it, I think it's really important. They know I'm walking in their shoes. You notice ages scatter like flies, you know, except for Al. Al's a good guy. What happened to Al?
We lie, cheat, and steal for a living, and there's a man of the cloth here. What the heck you want me to say about it?
And these agents, they're too much.
Kennedy is always up for a good laugh, but it was a melancholy moment that inspired his career change.
Did you go away for the winter at all? Well, there was a time when I was in Cleveland, and I was at a funeral, and this funeral was of a trainer who was very well liked and respected, and we thought there would be a lot of people there. And when we went there, there was the chaplain, there was myself, and the casket, and that was it. And at that moment, I really felt God calling me, because nobody deserves to go out like that. And I really felt that was my call into the ministry, even though I was still training horses at the time.
Kennedy continues to parlay his racing experience into his current work, where he sees important parallels.
Amen.
Amen.
In many ways, being a chaplain is like being a trainer. You know, sometimes you lose more than you win. But the fact is when you can get that one horse as a trainer to the races and be successful with it. Sometimes it's just getting it to the races is your success story. In the same way with a lot of people, just being able to help people out and getting them over the hump, getting them to the next stage in life is tremendously satisfying. And a lot of our successes are under the radar. You don't see them, and we can't parade them around for confidentiality's sake. But the fact is that it is satisfying, and it's what keeps me going.